Hello and welcome back to Gargoyle Games. We're back on the push to legends and we're getting pretty close. We're now in the 4900 bracket. My highest at the moment is 4,945. Lost a bit on defense there, so I've gone down to 4,931. I'm using mass bowlers with 6 healers at the moment, and it seems to be going pretty well. I'm still learning the best way to attack bases from funneling them into certain bases. I'm seeing a lot of different bases now, so people must be using different anti-belts and different anti-bowler bases, because I'm not seeing so many of the square replay bases. Most bases now are being triangulated between the Infernos and the Eagle Artillery, and sometimes like the CC. So your troops have to go to one, so it makes it harder to take out the other ones eventually. What's ending up in 2-star raids, or sometimes even 1-stars and fails. So it is different attacking these sort of bases. So it's good seeing different bases, and I'm really glad that, because it's making the game different. It's making it more challenging and competitive again, and that. So once I've got this set up pretty mastered, I'll be bringing like lots of 3-stars. But at the moment, I'll be showing you some of my fails and some of my achievements and some mid attacks. So I hope you can learn and enjoy from them, and I'll get right into it. So as you can see by my attack log, I've got quite a few 2-stars. I've got a fail there. I've got some more 2-stars. I've got a 1-star, another 1-star, 2-star, and a 3-star. So we'll start off with the bottom one, because it's a 3-star raid. So this was against a pretty maxed out base apart from the walls. I came in from the left hand side because I thought it would be a good place to start from, going against the Eagle Artillery and going through that gap in the middle, because my troops would get funneled straight in. So this base was pretty good for a mass bowler attack. So as you can see, my bowlers are going in with the Golem in the CC and the heroes. They're pretty much going ham all over the base at the moment. I'm just waiting for them to go into the core. We've got the Golem going in, and we've got quite a few bowlers. We've got a few bowlers going around to the outside, but we have got quite easily the 2-star here, as you can see, because the bowlers are being underaged there, and they've got the heroes right by them as well. We've got the healers on top of them. So it was a nice, easy, comfortable 3-star coming up. If you can get literally the core out like this, and you can get them bowlers to stay alive with healers, or you can keep your healers on your queen, you're definitely more guaranteed of getting a high percentage 2-star or a 3-star. So we've got some splash damage on the left hand side and some splash damage on the right hand side from this wizard's towers, but it does look like the bowlers are taking out that wizard tower on the top, and soon to be hopefully that mortar. We've got the heroes on the right hand side, and they're pretty much going ham still. The bowlers have died at the top now, so we've just got the last bowler and the Grand Warden and the Queen alive, but we've still got the Queen's ability, so it's a guaranteed 3-star, as you saw. It was a pretty easy 3-star. As some people say, you could base roll with some of these bases now with bowlers, so it is pretty good when you get a 3-star, and I was pretty happy with that, getting a 3-star. So yeah, pretty happy, and there goes the Queen's ability, pops at the end. So on to the next one, and this was an 88% 2-star, so pretty close. This is a fully maxed out base with walls, so it's pretty good. I didn't really know where to attack this base from. As I said at the start, we are starting to get to see some new bases. I would say this is pretty new. I haven't seen it before. You lot might have seen it, but I haven't. Probably looking back at it now, it would have been better to attack from the right hand side maybe and go straight in against the one Inferno, and then get the troops to funnel into the Eagle Artillery and the Town Hall. Quite a few of my troops eventually went around, all the bowlers at the bottom went around the base. They didn't tend to go into it, so it made it only a 2-star. As you can see, I only just about got the Town Hall down with my Queen, so it was pretty close to even get the 2-star. All the bowlers were at the bottom, and then they're all deciding to go out. If they went into that Inferno, it would have been a lot better because I still had both of my healers, and that, so it would have been quite easily maybe to get the 3-star. But when all the bowlers outside, I don't think that was going to particularly help. So they went around and got some of the outside defensive structures, but you still had obviously all of the high hit point defense structures like the Inferno and the Expos inside, and it just wasn't really going to happen. So it was, what, 88% was it in the end? Yeah, 88%. So pretty good high 2-star, so still happy with that. So on to the next one, we had, where are we? So this one was only a 1-star, so I'll show some of my bad attacks as well, so you can see where I failed. This base I either tend to do really well on, or I completely fail. If you go back and look at my other bowler attack strategies guide, I actually did 3-star this base. I started from the left hand side. I don't know why I went from the top side, probably because of the Eagle Artillery. But all of my troops decided to go around, as they tend to do with this base. They hardly ever funnel for me. I always do it wrong, but it would be better probably to do a bowler walk or an AQ walk on this base to take out some of the defense and other structures, so then the bowlers can funnel in a lot better. So I always just tend to go out with a mass attack on this and just spread them all out and see what happens. But I definitely think I need to start doing walks on this base to get a better 2-star or 3-star, because most of the time on percentage wise I am losing more than I'm winning, so that's not particularly good, and you obviously want to be winning. I'm still winning and getting a 1-star, but as some people say, getting a 1-star isn't really a win, so I would be a lot better if I can pull off the 2s and 3s more often on this base. So on to the next one. We'll see how we got on that with this one. So another 1-star on this base, and I can't remember what happened on this base. So I started from the bottom. I always tend to go to the Eagle Artillery. I probably should have went in yet again from the right or the left hand side, so I could maybe counter the Infernos, the Queen and the Eagle Artillery together, so probably the right would have been better. My troops, if I remember rightly, did get to the Eagle Artillery, but then they funneled around to the left and the right, or they died very quickly now, I can't remember. So at the moment, not many are going there into the Eagle Artillery side. There you go, the Eagle Artillery, they're all gone, yeah, they're all going around to the left or the right. They never went into the core. That Tesla trap around the Town Hall definitely didn't help me at all. I've got my Queen outside, and then yeah, all these bowlers here decided to go all wandering around the outside, so that was the fail for this one. If they decided to go into the core, that probably would have got me the 2-star, and with the healers on them and that, they could have done a lot better. But as you can see, they decided to come back in, then they didn't, then eventually went outside, and it ended up a crappy 1-star really. So not particularly the best attack, but definitely learning on my fails. I mean, on my fails, when bases like this come up again, I'll know where to attack from, and I'll master getting high percentage 2-stars and 3-stars on them. So I don't mind losing, because losing definitely makes you learn to get better. So onto this base, it was a very widespread base, high loot as well, and it was a legend player, so I'm pretty happy that I got the 2-star on this. really nice when beating up legends, and I can't wait to beat up some more. I've done quite a few in the past, I have, but and I've lost quite a few as well. So as you can see, most of my bowlers went around the outside, and a few went into the centre of the core. They took out, how many I've got in there? What, 2 or 3 bowlers in the core? I have got my Queen and my Grand Warden in there, and that Golem is definitely taking all the damage off that single Inferno, and the Golem is just about to be busted into 2. So, but there goes the Town Hall, so pretty lucky on that one. And then the bowlers are on the outside, the majority of them, and I've got a couple in the middle. And then we've got the healers trying to heal up. What are they healing up? The Grand Warden, is it? Or a Golem? No, they're not healing up anything now because they're nearly dead. So, the last few bowlers are on the outside wandering around. We got most of this loot as well. It's a pretty nice high loot raid. There we've got, what, nearly 800,000 of loot at the moment. And we've got the last couple of bowlers alive. They're not going to last very long. And there you go. It was a 74% raid against that legend. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll go on to the next attack. This was a complete fail. Obviously my first loss, actually proper loss, using the bowlers, so I was quite disappointed with this. I'm not really sure, well, I do know why what happened. All my bowlers literally went around and they just got murdered. Definitely I needed a different sort of attack strategy on this base. Tried this base a few times in friendly challenges, and I failed with it again, so I will be practicing on this base so I can definitely master this. Looking back now, I can see that on the left hand side they definitely didn't, them bowlers had no protection at all. They had no healers on them, so the expos were literally just battering the crap out of them. And there's a few bowlers on the outside, and the only really thing that the healers were doing was on my heroes, but then that Golem was literally pounding against my heroes, and the Inferno there was taking the heroes out. So that's definitely what messed me up. So the CC got me. The healers were particularly on my heroes and not on the bowlers. So everything what could have went wrong pretty much went wrong. So pretty much, well, as the saying goes, you can't win them all, but definitely did not win this one. And it was there staring at the screen for a long time in disappointment, thinking I've got all them healers and nothing to heal. But hey ho, and I lost, what, 33 cups, so that was very disappointing as well. But back on it, at it, and I carried on, and I will be carrying on with these until they can get mastered. I got a good 64% on this base, and yet again it's pretty much similar to the one what I've just done. So as you can see, it all, sometimes it's down to the look of the draw, I reckon, as well. When you attack, sometimes your troops can go in different funnels and different directions. You can't always guarantee where they're going to go unless you specifically do a AQ walk, and you can funnel them a bit better. But when they're like this and that, they either go into the middle and that's the core and take it out, or they funnel around to the left or right. But this time I had quite a few lot of bowlers going into the middle. He had giants in his CC, so that wasn't too bad for me. They slowed me down a bit, were able to take them out. But I've now got the Queen in the core, just took out the Town Hall and onto the Eagle artillery. So that's what, at 46% at the moment. And I've got the bowlers on the right hand side with the Grand Warden and 2 healers. So that's going to easily give me the percentage to get the 2 stars. And I've got, what, 1 lonely bowler at the bottom battering against that king, and he's trying to stay alive, but he just died. And we've then got the bowlers still at the top. These other healers are coming across, but they're getting taken out by the Inferno. And that's pretty much it. I ended it there and got 6 cups and 64%. So on to the next one. Where are we? We got 75% folks. So on this one, I was going to go from the left hand side, but the Eagle Artillery is a few spaces into that core, and I thought that my troops or my queen wouldn't go to it. So I went from the right hand side, put my 2 jumps down. Quite surprised to see some hogs in that CC, especially at this high level up. The Infernos was advantage to me because I could double freeze them with 1 spell. He really needs to put his Infernos 1 space across. That doesn't happen. My bowlers now go into the middle, then few what are there, and I start to take out that Town Hall under rage, and I've got my Queen in there as well. So there goes the Town Hall and both Infernos. Now get my Queen onto that Dark Elixir. We've got some bowlers at the top with the Grand Warden and some healers, and we've got a few bowlers down the bottom. It was looking pretty good. I thought I might even get a 3-star. My Queen went down here in the middle with these Teslas. She couldn't keep up with them, and the Grand Warden didn't really do any help. So then healers, if get my words out, locked onto the Queen, it would have definitely helped. So we've got the 1 bowler at the bottom about to go down by the King, and the Grand Warden isn't going to particularly do much because he's got low hit points. So that's going to be pretty much it for this raid, and it was 75%. So on to the next one, the last one of this video. I've got 86%. So if you haven't already, could you please subscribe to the channel? It's really great help. It helps me grow. Plus it notifies you when I've got the latest video being uploaded to YouTube. Plus as well, if you want to catch me on social media, the links are down below, and you can get notifications saying there for when the latest videos come out. I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody so far that's helped support my growth with YouTube. I'm a very new channel, as you can see, and I'm growing very slowly, bit by bit, but I'm very happy with the results at the moment. Still learning a lot of stuff on YouTube and how to do stuff, so my channel will be improving over time. So I'll be really happy with that, and hope to see that all the old people stick around and I get some new people joining the channel, and we can all see the channel grow in the future. That'll be good looking forward to that. So this base is pretty much coming to an end. There wasn't really much else what I could do. All of the bowlers have gone and the heroes are nearly gone. So I'm going to say Gargoyle out, and I will catch you on the next episode, and I'll let this roll out for the last few seconds.